Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well. We are sitting here at the 120 meter hole. I probably need to move. Looks like I'm drifting back a little farther here than where I want to be. Let's go ahead and move up a little bit. How are you guys doing? I do got 3 fish in the keep net here. One of them being a cod, 18 kg. Let's bring this dude in here. Where are we at here? It looks like there's some decent fish there at 32. And then there's the bottom stuff, right? So we could stop at 32 and see if we can get one of those for a second here. Let's give it a few minutes here and see if whatever those are on the screen, if we can get any of those. Alright, let's go ahead and go on down. Again, guys, here's what I've got. I've got a non-marker redfish. I've got an 18 kg Atlantic cod, and I've got a small beaked fish here, 849. So So let's see how it goes. I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. Don't forget to hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you turn on that notification bell, you will see whenever I release a video. I try to do a RF4 video every single day at 5 a.m. Eastern U.S. time. Depending on where you're at. Maybe I need to go a little deeper here. Yeah. I did have a red squid that I was using. Earlier, and then it did break finally. So I put on the, I changed out to the I added the green. It's already got a little wear to it. So it seems like it's catching some fish. What I like to do, guys, is I like to get the movement in the bottom layer and the perking, either strong or regular perking, I don't care. But I like both of those. I like to see both of those whatever you want to call it, those techniques at the same time. I feel like that gives me the best chance of a bite rate, a higher bite rate. Alright, let's go ahead and lock this in. Trying to save up to get a nice reel for this heavy boat rod, so we're not using the Venga. The other rod I have on the other reel on the setup is a 19 kg classic bait casting rod, which is nice, but it's only 19 kg and it's got 33% wear or something, so it's beat up. So I could repair it and put it on here, but I feel like the Venga is still a better option. Maybe not. Maybe the other one would be better, but just trying to not spend money at the moment. It's destroying our energy here. Maybe another cod. Not sure. I mean, it's not spooling us, or I've got it locked in, but it's not. It's not really stretching out the. I don't think it's that big. Is what I'm trying to say. It's not really making that tension bar go into the orange. We can't get that tension bar out of the green. We're fine with locking the reel. Just a little cusk, unfortunately. And I probably say this in every video, and you guys probably get tired of hearing it, that those things fight way harder than they should. They fight like little tanks, even when they're small. You can get some bites on the drop. Does happen. It does seem like most of my bites on the drop are 80 and between 80 and the bottom there. I'm a little farther up than I normally fish this spot. Normally, what I did the last video is I was kind of over in here. Now I'm over in here, so trying to mix it up. I didn't catch anything crazy. I did catch an 8 kg blue ling. Was my biggest, not my biggest fish, but my most valuable fish, I guess. It might have been my biggest as well. I don't remember that, but the video is on the channel if you want to check it out. But that would have been yesterday's video. Let's go fish. Something small here. Doesn't mean it's not valuable, but depending on the species, it probably is not great. So it may be another cusk. See how it's just coming in easy here? Then it just stops and pulls. To me, that's usually a cusk. See how it's not pulling? I'm just letting off the shift button. And I'm still reeling slowly, but keeping the pressure on. And then once it lets up again, I'm going to hold shift again, like now. And hopefully we can get it the rest of the way in before it decides to fight again. It's probably a small cusk. 3 to 5 kg. Nothing even, not even a big cusk, unfortunately. And I was completely wrong. It's a blue ling. All right, 5.98, 29,000 XP. Now, what's weird is the blue ling is the common fish. The common ling is the rare fish. So, kind of the opposite of what you would think just by the name. right. We're down at the bottom, so let's go ahead and try to get our presentations here, whatever you want to call it, techniques. Not very big. I'm not having to lock the reel. There was a little bit of squeakage of the drag. It's kind of acting similar to the last fish, which I thought was a cuss, so maybe this is another blue ling, which I will gladly take. Good XP, good silver. Whenever it lets up, I hold the shift button just to kind of speed reel. We're keeping our energy, so I don't think it's very big at all. Again, I'm just letting off shift when it starts resisting a little bit there. You can see it, the tension bar getting a little bigger. Then it just lets up. Little cusk. That's what I thought the last one was. All right. All right. Good, nice, quicker bite there, which is good. Again, doesn't seem to be very big. I think it's a cusk smaller than what we had last time. Maybe a small blue ling, maybe. Hoping it's that over a cusk. Very small cusk. And you catch a few of those here, you do. Unfortunately, it's not an uncommon thing for this hole. All right, we're here. I'm going to reel a little bit until I get the desired technique. There we go. And we got a fish. And we lost a fish. Son of a... I was so excited because we didn't have to wait a long time, and then I immediately started reeling, so it's kind of crappy that we didn't get them. We got this one. Unfortunately, it's super small. I think the other one was small too, but small redfish. Probably not that much silver. The XP wasn't anything crazy. Got one on the drop here, which I almost missed. This could be a mackerel, it could be a small saithe. Maybe a squid, be a nighttime. Looks like a little mackerel there. Alright, so I'm not getting the technique I want. I'm going to reel just quickly, reel, and then try it again. You don't have to do it very often, depending on what reel you use. This Vinga is pretty quick. Again, I want perking or strong perking and movement in the bottom layer at the same time. I feel like that's my fastest bite rate, my best chance to get a fish without a super long wait. Doesn't really guarantee anything, but I think it helps. So I do it. Again, you can really AFK it a little more if you would like. Seems like we're getting a little bit to the right there. We're still in a 110 meter, so I just want to watch my location in case I need to adjust. You know, I'm getting a little close to this side over here, so. Let's go fishing. There are some different species of fish that bite better at night. The challenge can be cusk, can be one of them. my, this is super small. Starting to drain a little bit of energy. I still don't think it's very big. Watch the energy bar on the left. It's going down, visibly going down. I am holding shift. Little tiny wolffish, in my opinion, should not have been taking any energy. Alright, alright, alright. Oh. Maybe a small cusk here, maybe, I'm not sure. There we go. Coming in super easy. It is taking energy, which cusks can do that. And then it should start pulling here pretty soon and resisting, and then it's not wanting to come in, and then I'll let off of the shift, and then I'll just rinse and repeat. That's maybe something different. It's not really stopping me again. We shall see soon enough, hopefully, if we can get him in. Oh, there he goes. There he's stopping again. He's resisting. Resistance is futile. You shall become one with the collective. The collective being my keep net. Jerky face. Go right here so we can see him coming in. Little cusk. I hate it when I'm right. Like, it's a lot better when you say, oh, it might be a cusk, a little cusk or whatever, then you get that blue ling, then you're like, yeah, I'm an idiot, I was wrong, but it was something good. But when you're right, it's like, daggone it, I was right. Like, you don't feel like an idiot, but you're still disappointed. How does that work? The moon is still out, but we're starting to see some sun here. All right, we are there. Another small one here. After that cod, I haven't been able to get anything big. Again, small's not bad, it depends on what you're getting. Unfortunately, the stuff that we're getting small is not helping us. Just a little safe. Oh, the wind sounds crazy outside right now. It's actually picking up on the microphone. It's so windy out. Windy and rainy. Every day off, we've been struggling IRL fishing this year with weather. I don't mind getting a little bit of a drizzle, but if it's going to be downpours at times, I'm not going to be able to record. I'm not going to be able to, I'm going to be soaked. I'm not going to enjoy it. At my age, guys, I just don't do it anymore, honestly. I avoid the pain. There's going to be a lot of nice days ahead this year to go, so. That wind is whipping. That wind is whipping. Now it's starting to rain in game to match IRL. Let's go fish. Struggling to keep the technique here that I want. with the depth changes on the bottom there. All right, after this fish, we're going to go ahead and switch over to the foam rubbers. Set up. Feel like we're getting shallower and shallower here. Oh, there we go. Oh, you prick. He flashed for just a second, but we did not get him. We did not get him. Which was unfortunate there. Give us another one here. Maybe another cusk here. Hope not, but May not be a cusk. It seems like it's fighting a little longer than, I don't know. Our energy's still going down even though I drank a coffee. Energy's on the way back up. Hopefully we can get this in this time without him slowing down again. That looks like he's starting to resist a little bit. As our energy comes up, it'll help with keeping him moving. Just a little haddock. Let's put on the Hunter 300. Do I still have it? Here we go. That's what I caught the Atlantic wreckfish on. Probably had a bigger fillet, and I think I was in the 55, but still. Let's drink a couple of teas here. With the rain has stopped, so we can boost our comfort back up. Guys, there's other videos on the challenge, on the channel too. There is the father-son 2025 fishing challenge, which is on the IRL playlist. That's my son and I's doing a fishing contest against each other. He's out for blood trying to beat me, but last year I kicked his ass. This year he's in the lead. So the way it works is, if we go fishing, there's going to be a video of the fishing and then a recap video the next day. There's also a video out there, guys, the original one of the that explains the point system that we use for our contest. Different fish are worth different points. As long as there's at least 5 fish caught between the two of us in a day, there's points awarded for biggest fish, most fish. If they're over certain weights, there's bonus points for that. Also, whoever wins the day gets points. So, if you get the most points for that day, there's plus points for that as well. So again, it's a year-long contest. We usually will never fish more than once a week. And lately, we've been struggling to do that because of our work schedules. I should not have let this go all the way down to the bottom. May have gotten some bites on the way down. I might not even have noticed. So used to using the other setup. But there's no need to let this go to the bottom. You can catch different things on the foams at the bottom. But you're using the foam rubber setups to get just a fast bite rate, in my opinion. There's no need to go through this pain of reeling it in this far. I'll show you what I normally like to do. Again, there may have been some bites on the way down. I don't know. If you saw bites on the way down and I was talking and not paying attention, let me know. But also, got some Skyrim on the channel. Everybody's been playing Old School Oblivion, which I did play. I'm an old guy. You know, but it made me feel a little nostalgia. I've really been enjoying Skyrim. Um, so got a playthrough going on that. So check that out if you're interested. Yeah, there's no reason to go that fish right there we can catch at 15 or 20. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw out, and I'm either going to get a fish or not by 30 or 35 meters. So let's start there. And then I'm going to stop at 30 or 35 if I don't get a fish, which I did not. So I'm going to I'm going to speed reel. So I'm holding the shift and reeling it in. I'm going to bring it right back up to 5. Sometimes you'll get a fish on the way back in. We did not, so I'm just going to open the reel back up, and we're going to rinse and repeat. Now you can also stop at 30 or 35 and perk, or pilking, perking, whatever it's called. Usually you get the bites on the drop, and we are not. It's right in the middle of the day, so I don't know if the time has anything to do with it, the temperature or whatever. The rain did stop. Usually the foam rubbers is the quick bite rate, so that's a little disturbing. Alright, nice little pollock. Let's try to get us one more here. I'm probably going to be a little disappointed in the per hour here. This is what you want though, this fast bite rate. We'll turn that one into fillets. There was one on the way back in. Another one on the way back in. These pollocks, that's probably 20 silver. Those will add up pretty quickly. Obviously you want them bigger than that. You know, every fish needs to be a blue tag. Right? If every fish was a blue tag, we'd get spooled a lot, because if you hooked into a cod that was a blue tag or something, I probably couldn't handle it on this setup. Or a flounder or halibut or something. There's something smaller. Mackerel. If you get those mackerels over 1 kg, they will add up on the silver pretty quickly as well. And the decent XP if you can get them again over 1 kg. Where's that fast bite rate that I was bragging about? You guys scared of a little foam? Does it get stuck in your teeth? Like popcorn? Just talk a little trash, tell the fish they're chicken shit, and then they will bite. All right, give us one more fish here. We'll go sell our fish. A little over an hour with these other fish that I wasn't recording. Definitely going to be disappointing silver for this hour. I may need to try something different than the 120. My next spot out. Or just grind the foam out for an hour. You know, get 100 fish. Make some silver that way. Alright, let's relog here real quick, guys. Guys, I appreciate you. Don't forget to make sure you subscribe. Hit that like button. Leave a comment. I'm going to go do some different stuff after the the ticket is up for this map, even though we're trying to do, may go back to do some trolling at Ladoga Archipelago. Let me know if you guys want to see something in particular. I did have some people comment positively and got some likes on the Ladoga trolling, the Archipelago the Archie trolling. So let me know if you want to see more of that. I'll head back over there. Oh, all right. Let's go check the cafe. Done. All right, that's good. 71. That's good. 77. So that's 145. $145. So the blue ling was 55. The cod that I caught earlier was. So we're going to turn these two into fillets. See the price difference? I'm going to go ahead and keep this one. So $325 plus $145 divided by 325 plus 145 divided by 1.25. So 376, 370 whatever for the hour is my hour rate. So that's okay. On a 5-hour boat ticket, I try to get 300 minimum, which is 1,500 silver minus 400. So it's 1,100 profit. So let's do this. I'm going to fillet of saithe. I'm going to try to see if either one of these qualify for this one, and neither one of them do. They got to be a pretty particular size here. So I'm going to make the smaller one this. Well, I'm going to go ahead and make both of these the smaller ones because I only have 8 or 9 of those left. So that was 4 because it's the size. And then this one will probably be 10 because it's bigger. And there we go. Guys, again, I appreciate you. Until next time, have fun gaming and catch some fish. I am out of here.